Hi guys, Rick is here with a new video, and today we want to have a look at the Chinese spoilers for the new Transcendence hero Freya. I've already looked over them and want to give you guys a quick, comprehensive info guide on what she will likely do and if I think that she will be good or not. Which is of course still hard to say. Those spoilers don't include the actual numbers. Like if you have a look at your heroes, always says like deals 1000% of attack damage or something. They never include the numbers. It just says deals attack damage. So we don't know, is it 1000% or 200%, which of course means I can't tell you definitely if she's good or not. I can just tell you if I like her skills and if I see a probability that she's gonna be good or not. So, what does Freya actually do? As they already tell you here, Freya's output will gradually increase, which is of course a bad translation, but it gives you an idea. Basically, what Freya does is, with her active skill, every time she does it, she stacks up one layer of evolution factor. And with every layer of this skill effect evolution factor, she increases the amount of effects she puts on the team, on your team. We can see that here in the last passive skill. With one layer, we get damage reduction and control immunity buff for our team. With two layers, she increases the attack power and gives our heroes a shield. And with the third layer, we get a reoccurring buff that increases the damage, attack power, and speed of the poison target. It says here, I don't think so. I think it just means our team. We will have to see though, if we get a better translation of this. But basically it means if she did 3 actives, you have a buff that occurs every round and lasts till the end of the battle and scales the damage, attack power and speed of your heroes further and further up, which is great. If you go for longer fights, of course. Short fights does nothing like. But should be pretty interesting. The next thing she does, she applies illusionary pollen to random number of enemies. And illusionary pollen is actually her special skill effect, which allows your heroes, or gives your heroes a chance to dodge the enemy's attack. It isn't effective to bosses, so in Sealand or something, you can equip it to the 4 minions or apply it to the 4 minions, but not to the boss. And it disappears after the enemy attacked one time. So it has to be reapplied before the enemy attacks. Or, as it is a skill effect and can likely not be purified, you can also apply it to the enemy at the end of a turn, and he will still have it next turn on his next attack, which is also an option if you go for a slower team. Maybe with Panda or like a crown on her. Her basic is exactly that, pretty basic. Seems that it just deals some damage, poisons the enemy, and if it hits somebody with this illusionary pollen on, it restores some health. So nothing too exciting there. One part I forgot in the active skill, sorry for that. She clears several attribute buffs from the enemy, which is a very rare skill. Actually, I only know 4 Cs who can do that. That we can get rid of attribute buffs on the enemy. Well, to a certain degree, Drake does it too, with his defense down. But clearing specific buffs, that is really new and it's really cool. In PvP, maybe against Panda teams, but also some PvE enemies, like the Star Expedition boss, they buff themselves, and if you can remove that, the enemy of course gets a lot weaker, which is great. And the last thing is, when our hero releases normal attacks or active skills, on the target with Phantom Pollen, there's a chance to give a random enemy who has not received Phantom Pollen, Phantom Pollen. This one is a little bit tricky. When our hero releases normal attacks, well, it can't really be Freya. So I assume they mean other heroes, which would be very strong. And of course be a little bit dictating for the speed order in your team, because you would want Freya to attack rather fast, do her active, and then let other heroes attack. But we have to see and wait for a better translation for this, because I really don't know if this is right, that it's only Freya, or if it is like the entire team that can spread Phantom Pollen. I sure hope it's the entire team, would be quite cool. Then we have this passive skill, which also looks quite strong. When an allied hero releases a normal attack or active skill, increases the hero's total damage reduction and attack power. So she once more buffs our team and also gives us some damage. So damage reduction and also some attack damage. Really great. Like some buffs on my team. Might bring 4Cs back into the meta though. So, from this look, do I like her? I think so. I think that she's pretty cool. I could see her in like maybe a CC heavy energy feed team, and bringing buffs to that team, giving this team damage reduction and also some attack power. I built a team that could include her, and I'm eager to try it out. They also give you a few recommended heroes here, which are pretty basic in my opinion. They just give you Holmes, Eos, Vesar, and Panda, which is pretty basic Panda team. Played it last IDA, it's effective, it's good, but I can really see some other teams for her. I can't read those. I would imagine it's speed HP, HP. Well, those are different symbols, so likely not. Maybe HP block, not sure. Yeah, Crown if you run her in the defensive team, and Demon Bell. I would have put a Demon Bell on her. You don't need a Rui because you have no CC that can be put on the enemy. You have a skill effect, so that wouldn't help you. A and B might also be an option if you want the speed from the A and B with a little bit of damage reduction. I see her in an energy feed though, so Demon Bell would of course be fine. What I really liked about her is that she got a lot of tenants. They put 2 heroes in each slot, which is a good variety, and the heroes are mostly expected. Some you might already have, like Panda, Fairy King Vesar, or Asmodel and Eos. And maybe you built an Annabelle. I don't think a lot of people have. So maybe look out for the slot 1 if you want to build Transcendence Freya, and see if you can build one of those 2 before her release, so you can play her optimally from the start. So, with that, I would like to end the video. I will give you guys another video on her once we know the final numbers for her skills, or she's released. I guess we will only know the final numbers after release. Don't think they will release them earlier. For now, I wish you guys a great week, and we will see us in the next one.